I was on a call and my phone was at 1% and I didn't realize it, and I was the only one in the room and I was on audio only, and I thought, well, even if you're recording, I should turn on my camera and talk to you because we were having a discussion. And when I turn on my camera, the phone died. Because if your phone is at 1% or is low, leave your video off, because the video takes more of whatever it is that would make your battery die. It's better to have your camera off. And so my camera died, and I was talking to someone that has Purple It Up, that's about domestic violence. And so I went on my computer and I went back in that Hoover room for the PodFest conference, the PodFest masterclass, but she had ended the room and she's going to be back on later. But so Ellen starts in 3 minutes, and I have a call there's somebody on here who has a room at 3:30, and I have a call at 4 for Equal Exchange chocolate for, I should probably register for the call. I forgot to do that. Then there's a call at 5 about what's going on right now in Israel. Then there's something at 5:30 for Women in Tech, for Portland Women in Tech, that I also should register for if I can go to part of it. Then there's a racial justice call from one of the local synagogues, like an anti-racism monthly call. Then there's a call because it's the Rosh Chodesh, new moon. The new moon was yesterday before noon in Portland, and I often can't sleep around the new moon or the full moon, but the Jewish Hebrew lunar calendar is like a day or two behind, because it's when you see the first sliver of a new moon. So Rosh Chodesh Nisan, which I think it's either Nisan or Sivan. It's the month my mother died in on the Hebrew calendar. But because even though Barbara and my mother both died in May, there are 2 different months in the Hebrew calendar. So I think that today may be the first day of that new month, or it's tomorrow. And it's day 43, 44, 45, 46 of the Omer starts tonight. The Omer is counted for 7 weeks, from the second night of Passover till Shavuot. It's 49 days, and the 50th day is Shavuot, which I believe is my grandmother's yahrzeit, the date on the Hebrew lunar calendar when a person died, which always matches up with the new moon or the full moon of that year that it happened. And my mother's yahrzeit is the 49th day of the Omer, and I never used to know that, but now that I know that, it's very easy to calculate, because if the second night of the Seder of Passover is on Sunday night, then the 50th day, which is Shavuot, starts Sunday night 7 weeks later. And so Erev Shavuot, which is my mother's yahrzeit, is Sunday during the day that starts Saturday night. So it's this Sunday. And I said I know that you're not going to, if I turn on Ellen on my TV, the sound doesn't work well. If the TV, it works better from the phone. I'll see if the phone, but there's no live delay on the phone. Let me see, because I paused it. Let me see. If there's any of those calls that I feel I can let you listen with me, I will, but some of those calls are Zoom calls where you can't let other people listen on a live stream.
When you have not.
But the one about Israel, you might be able to listen to with me. So I'll check. And is there anyone in here? I have to move the bar at the bottom of the screen to see if there's anyone in here. We'll try and watch at least half. I'm going to watch at least half of Ellen, and you can listen with me. And I need to also ride my exercise bike during one of these calls.
What's happening right now? We thought people could use a break. We've all been through a lot this year.
Let me move the bar over so I can see if anyone else joined. Anyone. Because okay, I can't see the numbers.
Are you sure? Yeah.
Let me go to the comments. All right, hello to the one viewer. I'm not sure who it is.
And design, we have an amazing selection of outdoor furniture, including wicker, teak, and metal, along with fire pits,
yes.
lighting, and
all right, I'm going to pause this. I need 4 more people for that challenge. How to explain HAPS to my audience. Here are some suggestions, but feel free to make it your own. Hello to the one viewer, which I already said. I thank you for joining. If you'd like to use HAPS, today I'm using HAPS, an exciting new platform that makes it super easy for me to simultaneously broadcast to all of my social channels. Not all, it doesn't go to Instagram. It lists my Instagram, but it doesn't live stream there. And see all of your comments in one place. If you're enjoying my broadcast, I encourage you to download the HAPS app today and subscribe for more content. You'll even get 100 free coins for joining, which you can use to support my work. And yes, Woof Woof saying or his work. And if you download HAPS and you give them an email address, if you check your email once a week from HAPS or you sign in once a day, you can get free coins. If you go live once a week, you can get free coins. They usually offer Woof Woof 1,000 coins for going live once a week, although he decided to go live last night and try to compete with me and saying he could get more people adding him before I could, and he wanted 3 and I wanted 4. Hello to the 7 viewers. And all that happened was that Woof Woof, who was on a live stream while he was sleeping, because it was after his bedtime, with no sound on, got on the trending board until my phone died, like over an hour later. And I was never on the trending board. And I literally, at the end of it, went into his broadcast to join him because he says he's cute and that's why he gets on the trending board, even when he live streams sleeping with no sound. And I showed the picture of Wildwood sunrise that I took and was not on the trending board. And I did not get any of those 4 new people that I wanted. So did Woof Woof win or did I? Woof Woof got no new downloads and no new followers, and neither did I, but Woof Woof got on the trending board for over an hour, and he was still on there when the phone died. So life isn't fair, and Woof Woof saying just get over it. He's cuter than I am. You see him in the basket, and Bo's in the hallway saying, why aren't I in the picture? Well, Bo, I don't think you lived here yet. And Bo's saying, well, why don't you take a picture and put me in it? Same as Annalise could say, well, why are you not in? When I go on Zoom calls and it's just Marie and Annalise, it's like, well, why isn't Marie and Jelena, why isn't Annalise in that picture? Well, because she wasn't in that picture that I took on Tuesday, August 4th, 2009. Yeah, that picture's from August 4th, 2009. It was a Tuesday in August. It was very hot. And she happened to not be in that picture, so that's why she's not on all my Zoom calls. And same as Bo. Bo took up residence in the hallway, wanted her own room, but she's still saying, I'd like to be in the picture too. I might not fit in the basket, but you could take a picture with me in it too. All right. So I said that I was going to let you listen with me to like part of Ellen, which already started, and let me at least turn that on and see if my phone's undead. So to the 7 people, the pro tip. If you, I can present comments on screen. So if you want to download the HAPS app, subscribe to get notified when I go live and support my work on HAPS. I need 4 more people to either download the app. I think that would qualify for the challenge. Or if you follow me, you subscribe for free. If I'm the first person you subscribe to, or if you download the app through my link, it should be in the title of the broadcast that are going out to my Facebook page, my fan page, my Twitter, my Periscope. Even though Periscope ended March 31st, I'm still broadcasting there, my Twitch and my YouTube. And I've put it on my Instagram, but so if you could help me with that last challenge, it would look good if all my challenges were met, and it's the only one missing. But I had only 1 out of 10, and after the Podfest Masterclass, now I'm up to 6, and I need 10. So if you have any questions, you can message me in my broadcast, but you can't direct message on HAPS. So if you want to direct message me, you can either direct message me on Twitter, or you can type in the chat on any of the other broadcasts and I'll see the chat. I should see it on here. All right, and what did I say? That if I feel like I need 48 hours in a day, then half of my schedule needs to be removed. because either I need 24 more hours or I need to kick half of my schedule off of my schedule in the same day so that I get other things that are priorities done, like riding the exercise bike. I just took my high dose vitamin D for the week. I didn't have any coconut sugar to put in my coffee, so I took the leftover raspberry chocolate coulis it was in a little mason jar in my freezer, and it had a little bit of ice on it from when I lost power for 2 days. But anyway, I put that in my coffee today, and it tasted like I don't think I tasted raspberry, but I was able to add something to my coffee to make it drinkable. So I've ordered 2 more of the it has the word bear in it. Wandering Bear, the cold brew drinks with the coconut oil, the vanilla, and the chocolate. I've ordered 2 of each, but right now I think I have more coconut sugar here and I don't know where, and I didn't like the price on Amazon and I didn't want 3 at a bad price, so I didn't order any. So now I have nothing to put in my coffee, which is not really good. So anyway, like I said, hello to who's ever listening. I'm gonna see if my phone's not dead. You're looking at a picture of Bear and Woof Woof who say hi. And I'm gonna let you listen to Ellen with me, except for I know the sound's probably not good if it's coming from my TV. So, like I said, if you have any questions, type them in the chat or send me a DM on Twitter or Facebook or my Facebook fan page. Is that the word? Fan page? There's another word for having a page. They told me to use my YouTube and my fan page. They said get a fan page, use your YouTube. So now the Harvard Journal 2 or the Harvard Journal, actually my fan page is Harvard Journal, but if you want it, you have to go facebook.com/Harvard Journal 2 because Harvard Journal goes to my regular Facebook page. But you can go to either one. You can follow me on my Facebook personal page or send me a friend request, and you can add me on you can like my fan page. And anyway, the sound is on. Yesterday when we were listening to the governor's press conference, the mistake I made at first, if I have it on, I have to play the sound on the phone so the audio and video don't exactly sync up. But if I play the audio on the computer in another tab, you can't hear it. Maybe I'll win an external mic tomorrow because I'm number 9 on the leaderboard and you need to be top 10 to win. But right now I have to play the audio on my phone and the video I want you to see it on my computer and share that screen. Only I forgot to turn the sound on. And so for the first 10 minutes of that governor's press conference that we were watching the replay of, there was no sound. I apologize for that. That's and also it's a rookie mistake to yes, it's my first day on Periscope. That's what Lisa always said. Because when I did, Mario Armstrong just saw it live. We have to turn that on. I'll turn it on my phone if I can so you can hear too. Hold on. Unless it's why is it not, okay. Let me look at my show live feed. Double tap flips the screen. Let me look on the, let me check. Hello. Mario's given out free advice for years. Where's Woof Woof? Where's Bear? Why does it say test? Oh, sorry, I had to turn off the Wi-Fi. Sorry, I had to turn off the Wi-Fi.
What I need to know
I'll
is
fix that. Sorry.
for the things that you would like to have sponsored. Your next thing I need to see is
Sorry.
what would you like to have sponsored? Put that in the chat. Let me
Why is
see
there still an
some of
echo?
these ideas of what you would like to have sponsored. That's what I want to see.
Okay, let me try and stop the echo.
What would you like to have sponsored? Put that in the chat.
All right, I'll hold on a second while I figure out where the echo's coming from.
Herbal tour. All right, Stacy says a book tour, mental health and wellness. That's big. On the Hudson, webinars and trade show features. Interesting. Biz Mixer, our talk show and our event series. KB Motivator for your coaching program. Ooh, I like this idea too, because I think there are a lot of people that are coaches that don't recognize that this is another revenue stream. And coaches are so used to, like, the model for a revenue stream for coaches is individuals. Thanks for the hearts, y'all. Appreciate that. The model for individuals.
Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong.
Individuals.
I have to play the sound on my computer.
Laura says,
I mean, my phone. Hold on.
Ooh, good. All right, so we got a couple of retreats. Let me see if we get some comments.
Sorry. Hello? I'm fixing it. Hold on a second.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm a mental health and wellness advocate and coach. This has been a challenging area to navigate. All right, Stacy, let's figure out. Let's go to Stacy first, who is a mental health and wellness coach. So all coaches, listen up. That would be you too, Ingershay. Listen up. Anybody that's doing any coaching, listen up. And you've also, from what I understand, Stacy, is that you are also trying to do a conference, a wellness retreat and conference, correct? All right, so my question is, Simply Plans, good to see you. My question is, would you like to go live? If your camera ready, we can go live through this session. right here in real time. So I can teach you how you can set yourself up to get past this block that you have.
Is that better?
For the 5-figure brand deal.
Can you hear now?
You can just hit me in the comments. So if you can't go live, let me know. Just go ahead and hit the button, and I will bring you up live. If not, I will make sure to just keep talking to you and just read your comments. People said, "Wish I had known." You better know when I'm on here. Come on now, you better know. I ain't playing. I'm not playing. All right, here we go. Oh no, that's not the right person. Sorry, my bad.
Using the studio on my computer.
No, I was talking about.
Are you listening to
This is my client.
Mario on my phone?
Oh, okay, cool. All right, let's do it. Wait, am I doing this right? Hold on. Where is One Beautiful Pieces? I don't see it.
I'm going to look at the...
Okay, there we go.
Hold on a
Right,
second.
let me see if I can go live.
I'm going to look at... Who's he going live with?
Let's try this out. I love this. We're going to do this in real time. Hey, what's happening? What's your name?
I'm Chris.
Chris? What did you say? Chris. Okay. All right. So, Chris, explain to me what the challenge is that we're trying to have a breakthrough.
Can't hear her.
You sound. I'm sorry to cut you off. You sound low. Oh, there we go. Now I can.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes. There we go. All right. Start over.
So I run an all-Black female therapy group practice in Chicago and in Homewood. We are trying to, so our practice in terms of clientele is great, but we are hosting our first inaugural wellness retreat in July. It's a full-packed weekend of stuff. And I definitely would like to know how to get sponsorship. I would like this event funded backwards. Yes. People. It is all Black everything. Every single thing, every presenter, the food, the location, you name it. It is Black produced. And so I feel like it's a little difficult to get people to buy into us and to support wellness and mental health. Like mental health is being talked about a little bit more, but it's not, the money is not being dumped into it the way that I would like to see it.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do.
So, and what have you presented at this? Have you presented anything to any brands at this particular point?
I'm checking the sound.
My publicist, we do have a sponsor package that has recently, it should be going out. But I don't know if I'm selling myself properly. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
like,
so Laura says we've done. Yeah, Laura says we've done sponsorship packages, sent emails, the whole deal. Okay, so which is great. Like you're doing the activity, but the challenge is, are you doing the right activity? And so sending the emails doesn't matter if they're going to the wrong person. Sending emails doesn't matter if they aren't saying the right thing to get their attention. And putting together pitch proposals without really understanding what a brand is trying to accomplish is usually the fastest way for your proposal to end up in the recycle bin. So the challenge is, I think we need to take a reverse approach to what's been happening thus far. Because this is what typically happens. You put together an event.
I'm going to try something. I hope it doesn't end my broadcast.
The guest speakers, the food. You've thought about this at a very strategic level that you wanted this to be all Black everything. So every vendor, every speaker, every component of this is getting into the Black ecosystem financially. And that's important to this whole thing. And now the theme of the event, the theme is all based around mental health and wellness. Very, very big sponsorship area. Healthcare is a very big sponsorship area. So you don't have any problems with the industry or the space that you're in. What I'm hearing is that you probably have an issue with getting to the right people and presenting this mental health conference as a way that becomes a vehicle that can solve problems for brands and companies that want to access that audience. So my question to you is, number one, let's get clear on who are you marketing this event to? Is it individuals? Is it entrepreneurs?
Is the sound still on?
Who specifically are
it
you
seems to
wanting
be.
to have attend?
Let me check.
Everybody, In my mind, I want to shut down Chicago. That would be like.
Can you hear?
Minds empowered, like they doing a wellness retreat again, like every year, like avoid July because it's gonna get crazy. Like that's the goal for me.
Can you hear?
Right now, again, I
Wait.
have a okay following on social media, so
I think you can hear.
My clients, I got my staff sending it to whoever they know, but I don't feel like
I can't hear, but I think you can hear.
And barely, I don't want to rely on ticket sales. I wanted to rely on sponsorship.
Because the mic's still going up and down.
Yeah, right.
And but that's not my. I don't know people.
Right, and you don't need to. That's the beauty. That's the beautiful thing about this whole other revenue stream of sponsorship. It's not about knowing the right people. I don't know the people at some of the brands that I pitch. They don't know me either. But I just know how to approach them to get their attention. And then once I have their attention, I know the questions to say to get the answers. And then once I have the answers from them, then I can present them with a more customized presentation, a more customized pitch. So normally what we do is we come up with our ideas. We put it all together. We then put it in a presentation, and then we send that presentation out to brands that we think should be a part of this. And our hope is that they actually get this presentation, they look at it, they read it, and then they want to call us and send us a check. And the fact really is, what happens is that doesn't take place. What at best, they'll read it, and they may reach out to you at best. But mostly what happens is, since it's so generic, it could be too much, it could be overwhelming, and B, it's not specific to their particular problems or their particular things. So the real process, the way I would really advise you on doing this process, number one, you can't go to a brand and say everybody. I know what you mean by this. And by the way, if you feel the intensity from me, I'm not yelling at you because I'm trying to shut down your thing. I'm just giving you the energy because I really, look, it benefits me if I can help you be successful. Why? Because you will get more people to get mental health access, and that will be able to give people better fulfillment, and that will be able to create better energy, better legacy.
You see it.
No, I get it.
Right there.
So it's bigger than me. It's you. But if I can contribute to your success, I get karma points, and I'm cool with that. Because the universe is going to look out for me.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
I'm cool with that. That's why I'm here to give. But I would say this. So knowing that, here's the thing. Brands can't say everybody, and that means hear you say everybody. If you feel like everybody's nobody to them. Because what that tells them, you can have help. I want you a primary team, and I want you to is that you really put together everybody, even though you have to bring them another two targets. So let's start with the people that need the help the most, or let's start with people that already see value in your services, i.e. maybe your client types. Wouldn't those types of people be really ready to come to an event?
Yeah.
People that are already seeking, wanting to get mental health, right? They're looking for it. Oh my God, Chris has got the solution. I've been waiting for something like this. I need to go to that. Oh, honey, I heard about this event that's going down. You've been talking about, some mental health event. You should go check. Like, you want that type of mindset as your primary target. So your primary target are people that are already looking for and are in need of mental health or mental therapy or wellness. So I would imagine that's going to be professionals. Business professionals, people that are have been inundated with COVID issues and challenges, working from home, parenting while trying to work, all these things, kids at home and school. So you have a lot of real things that are happening right now. Everything, social justice, and imagery that happens. We see how to work with all of these. You have a lot so relevant. So, relevancy. You don't do that. You check the box for credibility. You don't have anybody who hate that. You have company. You have clients already. You check the box for the expertise. So that's legit. You got the speakers. That's legit. You got the venue and all that other stuff. The only thing you haven't done at this point is you haven't had a phone call with a brand to find out what it is that they would like to try to accomplish.
I hope this doesn't hang up my broadcast.
Looking for better wellness and mental health. So what I want you to do is I don't want you to actually pitch anymore. Right now, what I want you to try for the next 2 weeks is to not send a pitch.
Did it hang
up?
up?
What I want you to do for the next 2 weeks is to actually write down the brands that you think are aligned with what it
Are we
is you're
still
trying
on?
to achieve. So let me ask you a question. And
All right.
if your mentor is here in the building, she can jump in too. Give me a couple of names of companies that you think would be a great fit for your event.
So it's funny, you reached out to ComEd because ComEd actually has a diversity and wellness component to them. I don't know if people know that. ComEd actually has a whole department directly dedicated to diversity, inclusion, like all of these things, and like touching people of color.
And who is that? I don't know that brand. So who is that? Is that the?
It is the who pay I like bill too. They service our light.
Okay, right, the electric company. Okay, got it. All right.
So it's funny. We once reached out, Laura. We reached out to who's the app that we reached out to. I cannot. One of them damn apps we reached out to, and they kind of was like, "We don't need it, thank you though." I can't remember who it was, but I was like, "Oh, okay." But it's funny because what I was doing, and since I asked for help, I just did a Google search, like brand companies, BP, Starbucks. I just was writing down companies and emails. I'm like, I'm just gonna send this sponsorship letter. Right. I'm gonna send you a letter. I hear you saying that's the wrong way to do it.
Yes.
I need to be actually want to be over on our side already and pitching to those people and asking how do we help meet your need?
That's correct. You got it, Chris. You're a quick learner. You're a quick student. Obviously you got the energy, you got the skill set, you got the intellect, you got the passion to make this thing happen, and it's going to happen. There's no doubt in my mind that you're not going to make this thing happen. It's just that you're right. You did the spray and pray method, which is let me write down as many as possible. Somebody has got to be able to see that this is the right thing to invest in. We in Chicago, y'all keep talking, so someone's going to see this as an opportunity to cut a check. Doesn't work like that. It should, but it doesn't work like that. Here's why. A couple of reasons. Number one, a lot of other people are doing the exact same thing. Number two, they may be already spending money in other things that they feel like they already did take care of that. So they may not be acknowledging you, but that doesn't mean that they're not putting their money where their mouth is. It could just be on something else that you don't know about. But number three, and the most important thing is, what do they need? This is the change that happens when you actually say to a brand, what are your top priorities right now? Not, I want to talk to you because I got this event. You're going to get to that. What you're going to say is, I'm a mental health expert. I have clients. I'm working with some partners. We're about to do something amazing in Chicago, but I need to find out what your priorities are because we think you would be a perfect company to be aligned with the idea, but I don't know because I haven't asked you.
Why does it keep? Why is it not
and
working?
So what you're doing is you're asking them to give you answers that actually inform you on what you're going to present specifically to them. So when they say something like, well, what we want to do, and give me another brand other than you said the call that, and you said that they kind of just like, it seemed like it was dismissive.
Insurance company, Blue Cross Blue Shield. One of our big.
So what do they need? What does Blue Cross Blue Shield need?
Money.
They need clients.
They need
people that are buying healthcare.
Yep.
So how can you, ask them, what are your top three? Who are you focusing on right now, Blue Cross Blue Shield Chicago? Who are you trying? Who is your best client? What is your growth market? I guarantee you they're going to say people of color is a growth market of us because we're trying to figure out how to communicate to them the value of getting healthcare. especially maybe even for millennials or people that don't think that they're going to, be hit with any health issues, or older professionals that think maybe it's too cost prohibitive for them to actually get. Right? You know all these answers. I'm just spitting it out. I'm not even in your industry, and I'm already selling the sponsor. So you get these answers to these types of questions, and then you start to say to them, okay, what I would like to do, we're putting on something that is going to be amazing. And based off of these answers, I'd like to come back to you with a customized presentation. Then you're going to meet with your team. You're going to talk about, okay, here's what we're going to do. And we're going to make sure that they get access to everybody that signs up email address. We're going to make sure that they get a speaking moment in the presentation. We're going to make sure that they have a table where they can actually do a product demonstration. And we're also going to try to make this thing really accessible because, look, as you, the founder of this conference, having Blue Cross Blue Shield, some attendees might be like, well, that's kind of expected. So what's different about that? That's where you get to get creative with the brand to say, here are some other creative ideas that we can do that we could have you be a part of. So they're going to get signups, they're going to get email addresses, and I'm assuming this is something that if they said they need. Some brands might just say to you, Chris, we just want to be around the environment that you're creating. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're light touch. So we just need to place your logo. Maybe you get a pamphlet put into a bag, something like whatever it is. Like maybe you get something that's put on the dining tables or around the food. Like you got all these different options. The problem with events that most people do is that they put their packages into 3 tiers, and then they say you can get the gold package or the silver or the bronze package, or right? That's it.
Let me refresh this page.
That'd be me.
And they gotta read all that stuff and be like, yeah, okay, I understand that it's an event, but y'all still haven't asked me one way as to how this. So I got to do all the work to try to figure out how I'm going to use your event to benefit me. I see you got it laid out. Yeah, you're going to put my logo on these things. Yes, I get that. But did you tell them you're going to give them access to email addresses? Did you tell them that they could get people to actually maybe sign up? Could you do? I'm really trying to go in right now. What I would love to be able to do is be able to figure out how Blue Cross Blue Shield could get some of their providers to actually also be on site and actually deliver a service.
I receive it.
You hear what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking vision, right? I would want to have an optometrist on site. You're going to get your eye exams done. Mm-hmm. Just like if I was doing a business conference, I'm like, okay, you're going to get headshots, and LinkedIn is sponsoring the photo booth.
Yeah, I used to walk into like the Whole Foods and it'd be like, do you want to get like the cervical alignment real quick? Like they used to have title people standing in the corner, like come on over here.
Yes.
We'll size you up, tell you if you need to come to us and see for your back.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Laura's got it. Come on with the health screenings. Exactly. Whatever those things. So that now takes your what was originally,
which is I said health screenings are wellness.
Absolutely. So, you are trying to introduce your community to health and wellness services. An app like Calm can turn their nose at you, and I don't know if they did that or not. You kind of gave me that shot-town attitude, like that's how they act. Like, we don't need y'all. And I get that feeling. I get it. But again, if we said to Calm, I'm a mental health expert. I've used your app. There are certain things in your app that really well for mental wellness that we really love. We love this thing that you do that we can do when we're on a walk. And I use the app, so I know these things. We love the thing that you do for kids, for bedtime stories, to get them to calm down so that they can get better sleep at night. So you look at the app, you're doing a little bit of research, but you're spitting this stuff back to them, letting them know, like, I've used your software, your service. But then what you say to them is, how are you trying to grow your app? And then they're going to say, well, we have a free version of our app, but what we really want is some people to pay for the premium version of the app because it gives them more access to it. I mean, they didn't just
Hello.
pick LeBron James out of the blue to be on the Calm app because they ain't trying to get to black. Like, let's just call a spade a spade.
Can you hear?
You know what I'm saying?
What happened to the sound
it's not
now?
Like they don't recognize that that's a market for growth. Everybody knows that if they really want to grow their market, they got two options. Either you sell more to the existing audience that you already
Okay,
have.
now the sound's
So
okay.
To
Should I close some of these windows?
You got to sell more to that same person, or you have to start finding other markets that you're going to sell to in order for you to grow. And because you may not know how to communicate properly to those markets, or because you haven't figured out the sensitivities or the nuances, you may feel a little cautious about dipping into that space. But you know damn well, if you look at your P&L statement, if you want to grow, you better hit some emerging markets.
I got goosebumps. Oh my God.
Maybe there's too many windows open. I'll close one.
When we make it easy, look, I'm not saying that brands shouldn't be doing stuff with us. They should be doing stuff with us all day. And I'm not saying that some brands aren't. This isn't a brand bashing.
All right, does it sound better now?
What I'm saying is, if we want the 5-figure deals from the brands, then what we need to do is show them how we're going to do it based off of their input to us. So
all right, I'll close another window.
Damn, Chris sat there with a pen and paper, didn't pitch me a damn thing, but asked the 7 questions that were really even thought.
What about now?
Try to answer these questions, and she's actually going to go back and answer the question and come back with me for something that's customized. I'm at least going to look at it.
Yeah.
So that's the process change and the reversal that you need to do. No more spray and pray. It's a little bit more tightly focused. So, and then you know your primary market is your business professional. So these are people that have income. We're not talking. Look, it's harder for people that. My buddy King Ortega's in here. He's trying to do something for inner city youth. So that's a tougher challenge because they may not even have the disposable income to be able to spend on things. Whereas you have business professionals that if they can be convinced properly and educated properly.
I see the sound is still freezing. I'm going to try and fix it.
So you have a viable customer. So, you know, I've been saying, you know, I'd be going hard on somebody like, don't even understand how you're emerging audience like to have we're about to have apps, we'll have tablets, we'll have this event, we're going to have somebody run around we're about to have somebody around, we're going to have a team. By the way, do you have you do conferences, Calm? Could we also activate your team so that maybe we could have like 20 of your members or volunteers running around in Calm shirts with the apps on their phone teaching people how to use the app?
There's two windows. I'm trying to fix the sound.
A section in this conference where it's a meditative space and it's a quiet zone, and they're going to go through a 5-minute meditation, and we're going to get a whole bunch of people that don't believe in meditation to start to understand it works. Come on, man. Y'all figure this out. Y'all figure it out.
All right. Jesus.
We done. Chi-Town, make that happen because I want to see it because we need it, my people need it, and I need Chris to get it done.
I got you. July 9th through 11th. I got you.
So July 9th through 11th, and I love your ambition. Here's what I want you to do. Make your vision clear. Make sure your people that are involved, that they believe in this thing too.
What's July 9th to 11th?
Just know this. Every action gets an equal and opposite reaction. So if you put your best intent and you put your best foot forward, you put your best action out there, don't get caught up right now into a huge outcome. I know that's the vision. And I'm not trying to stray you from that. I want you to go bigger than what it is. I want you to do that. But I want you to get a quick win. Yeah, I'm sorry. What you saying? I'm sorry.
I want to touch people. That's all I want to do. Like, I don't know. Okay. That's it.
So what's the last question for you? I'm going to try to take one more person. My last question. Do you have a budget in mind for what this is going to cost you to put on?
No, I just been swiping my card.
I love you, Chris. You're doing it. Chris, I get it. Look, at the end of the day, the mission is bigger than the profit for you. I understand. I just don't want you going broke in the process. And one of the things that I teach people in my course is like not to break even. I don't want you doing break even sponsorship deals or break even events. So I do need you to write down some idea.
Let me check the sound again.
What this event's going to cost you.
What is circling
even if it's
now?
just the basics: food, if you got to pay for people, speaking for free. Then you got to do anything like stipends. But like, put down all your expenses. If you've already spent money, I want you to go ahead and put what you've already spent in the context of this thing, because you just at least need to be aware, even though your heart's in the right place, you're still aware as to what you're putting out there, because you could be trying to ask for a $25,000 sponsorship, and all you need is two $7,000 sponsorships. I don't know. I don't know if you're spending more than $14K. I don't know if you're going to be spending $50K. I don't know. All I know is you don't know either. So when we don't know what the thing costs, we don't know what we should be asking for. Or worse, when we don't know what it costs, we don't know how little we could be asking for in order to accomplish something very big in our world.
Yeah. Okay. I hear you.
Sound good?
I hear you.
Yeah. I'm so glad we took your project on, because one, anybody that's watching this is in Chi-Town. Make sure that y'all connect with Chris, connect with Lisa. I saw some people in the comments writing down ideas that maybe they even thought would work for you. But people put that in their DMs, because she's not going to be able to see them in these comments. So if you thought of an idea for Chris,
where's the mute button on Instagram?
You got a contact in Chicago. If you know a family member that works at that's the other way to get into a company. So, last question for you, Chris. Do you have a LinkedIn account?
I do.
Okay. I know that answer right there tells me I've never used it. That's fine. I get it. I get it. But you have.
I post sometimes.
Okay, cool. And that's not the more important thing. What I want you to do is I want you to type in the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Chicago. I want you to put in the comment. I want you to put in a couple of these brands and put their names in with the word Chicago, because it's a local event. So, which is really great when you do things locally, because you can really engage the national brand on a local level to do something. So, what I want you to do is go into LinkedIn. You're going to type in the search those company names, but then you're going to click on people, or I think it's called either people or employees. It's one of the two. You're looking for people that work.
I'm checking the sound.
In Blue Cross Blue Shield, at ComEd, at all these places, that you might actually have a connection. Okay. And then you're going to be like, yo, Lisa, we got a connection to this dude named Bill. Can you call Bill and tell him I need to talk to him?
Is there a mute button
Get Bill to become
on?
an internal advocate to try to see if he can route this to the right people inside the Blue Shield, so that this thing gets attention, so that we can actually get our meeting.
I got you.
Kanika's general with this type of stuff, and Queen with this, and she said it's people. The link is people. So yeah, so that's just another tactic. By the way, y'all, here comes my commercial. So hold on. We got a course that explains this whole process from A to 4 weeks, all down to Z, and it's ready. You will not only know who to pitch.
I'm trying to check the sound. Is there a way to turn off the sound in Instagram?
We give you the emails, we give you the DMs of what to say, we give you the spreadsheet on how you can calculate your event, your project, your sponsorship, so that you know that you're actually making money and not just breaking even. What else do we do, Mario? Oh, we also give you 8 hours of office time so you can meet with me in sessions just like this for twice a week for the 4 weeks. What else do we give them? Oh, we give them a private community where they can connect with each other. I can review their presentations, audit their decks, the whole thing.
Laura, tell me some numbers on how to get you in this.
Johnny, what else do we have? No, we give y'all so much, man. And the price right now is $997, and the course is really worth $3,000. I'm only doing this one time because I want to get as many people in as possible, because I want y'all to win. The course was originally priced at $1,974 and talked about team. And I was like, y'all, we should do something wild. We should do it up below $1,000 for the first set of students. Get them in, show people how we're going to get them 10K, 20K, $30,000 deals, and then either use those.
I can't tell.
Start charging higher prices. So when I say this is the only time that I'll be offering at this price,
Can you hear or not?
Enrollment ends next Friday. So y'all got about a week to think about it. It's not playing.
Laura, I got it for you.
So, Chris, is there anything else I can help you with? Is there any other question now that you've heard this information? Is there something else that you would like to ask of me to try to help you be successful today?
No, I am grateful. I think I'm in awe right now. I am legitimately trying not to cry. So thank you.
Hey, let me tell you something, Chris. I feel that energy. It feels good when you work hard as shit on something that you're trying to do for other people, and then somebody else, and I'm not saying I'm some kind of savior, but when somebody else comes in to support your idea and then actually tries to really lean into their wisdom, into their faith, and into their God to try to give you advice that can be truly helpful so that you can actually accomplish that. So I receive that, and I feel like crying in my own way because I do feel like for whatever reason, what just happened to me was bigger than me because it's bigger than the both of us. Because you needed to hear something that's going to help you change your trajectory to help you get a better result for this conference that you want to do.
Yeah. Yes. And my publicist, I will cry. I will cry later.
It's great. So here's what I'm going to do, too. I'm going to make sure that we save this live. Hopefully it won't get damaged or in the process so that if y'all need to go back and replay it, because I gave you a lot to think about. That'll be there. All right, Chris?
Thank you so much.
Always hit me up in the DM. No worries. Let me see. There we go. All right, we're back. All right, let me see what y'all are saying in the comments. Kanika, so good to see you in here. Kanika is the career rehab specialist. If any of y'all are in here that need to get a lifestyle change, need to get a corporate change, need to get professional development, maybe you're trying to up your career game, maybe you're trying to figure out how to transition out of your career and into doing your own thing, but you still want to do it in the smartest way possible. Maybe you're just trying to level up on your career. My girl Kanika is in here. She's a boss with it. So make sure that y'all check her IG page out. I have yet to interview her. We're going to make that happen. We keep missing each other, and then life happens, and then I see her name, and then I'm like, oh yeah, we need to do that thing. So, but
Who's Kanika?
Yeah, you should be in this course too, potentially. I feel like you know. First off, you're super intelligent, but you're an amazing student, and you take coaching, and then you use your own advice and wisdom and intuition, and you go and make things happen. So we need people that are taking action, take the course. Yasmin says Mario is the man. Oh, I didn't realize that about Mario is the master when it comes to sponsorship. I had an opportunity to learn from him a few years ago. I'm glad that worked. Jen Jersey's in the building. That's an OG right there. What up, Jen? Jen says she's got you back in Chicago. We support you. That's right. The Never Settle family's in the building. If you don't know about the Never Settle family, you are missing out on some life right now. Go to YouTube. Make sure you're following the show, Never Settle Network. That is our show where we highlight entrepreneurs primarily and creatives primarily of color that are just killing it and giving you the game. In addition, I throw in my 2 cents every episode. Laura, you are more than welcome. I would love to, if you all can afford it, I would love to see you all in the course. If it's something that you all can split, work it out. But I would love to see you all in the course because I think the clarity that, see, when people have something specific that they know that they want to get financed, those are the people that I absolutely can help the best. Like when I talked about primary and secondary targets. Primary targets for me, the most optimum person for me is going to be somebody that has an idea. That has to be clear. It has to have an idea of something that they would like to get sponsored. Maybe you have something that you know should be sponsored, or you've seen other people sponsor something similar to what it is you want to do, but you have an idea as to something that you would like to get sponsored. Now, my secondary market are the people that don't really know if they have something that is sponsorable. So, for example, we had Karen who signed up for the course 2 days ago, and we just launched this 2 days ago. She signed up on that day. She jumped into an IG Live and asked a question. Her question was around, she said, I don't have anything yet to sell. I do cooking videos. I don't think I'm sponsored. And the minute I saw the cooking videos, I went into about 7 to maybe 10 different ideas on how she could be sponsorable. But yet, this was a person who didn't think that they were sponsorable, or maybe the thing that they were doing wasn't strong enough because I don't have enough following, or I don't have this, or don't have that. So therefore, I don't think that I can get brands to come and purchase and like partner up with me. And it's not true. I was teaching someone the other day how you can have 0 followers and connections, and just because you're launching something brand new is an opportunity to get a brand sponsorship. Like, brands will become a part of your launch if you integrate them into the launch in a way that helps them solve problems for them. It will be a part of your launch. Then you can take some of the money from the launch and use that to help market the idea. The Chi-Town situation, what I want her to do, Laura and team, you all got to get a local media sponsor, like right away. Like, one of the first things that I would do before I call any more brands is I would get me the ABC affiliate, Fox, NBC, CBS. I get a TV station to be a partner with this effort. And you're going to, now, why would a TV station do that? 1, because they need to do stuff that makes them look good in the community. So they already have to do that. 2, because they don't need to give you money. What they need to do is give you airtime. So they can interview you on the Sunday or Saturday show. Coming up next weekend is such and such. Or coming up in 4 weeks is the blah, blah, blah. So they got community programs that they already got to do on Saturday and Sunday. By federal law, they got to do these programs. 2, sponsorship. That's how the TV stations make money. So what I would do is I would cut a deal, a media sponsor. And here's what I would say. CBS, my name is Lisa and Chris. We're doing this mental health. We're mental health experts. We got this clientele. We got this expertise. We got this credibility. We're from the Chi. Here's what we're doing. Here's how, and here's where it's going to be. Here's the event. Here are the people that are going to be attending. And we're going after sponsors. And what we want to do is give you 25% sponsorship money that we pay. If we can also make sure that these sponsors get placed on ads promoting the event. So then they're going to be like, oh, so you want us to put together an ad, maybe a 2-week ad schedule. Yes, we want 50 spots that are going to run on the TV network, 50 spots mentioning this event. Maybe 50 is too much. It might be 20. I don't know. You negotiate that. The point is, if you now have the media sponsor saying yes, now you go to Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Chicago and you say, we would love to have this discovery call. Let's find out what your priorities are. We're doing something that's really special, but we need to understand what it is because we think you're aligned. You ask the right questions. You get the answers. You come back to them with a custom pitch. You say to them, on top of everything that we're going to be doing for you, you will also be mentioned on ABC 23 times on the actual event commercials that we're putting together. So now you have media distribution that is a partnership that didn't cost you any money. You told me you want to get all Chicago to show up. I am laying down literally step by step what I would be doing. With the exception of trying to reach out to Common can't think of his name right now. 3. Number 3. I don't know what it is. Number 3. Now that I can't figure it out. All right, so let me see. Let me roll through these. I'm done with that section. Let me roll through these comments. I got to catch up. I'm way behind. Kanika says ordering the course for sure. I'm telling you, you won't go wrong. Plus, I'm doing a 30-day money-back guarantee, but don't y'all be scamming me. This is actually a revenue line item for our business, so I don't need scammers testing out to see if it's going to work for them. If you do the work, it's going to work. The P-Dot Show, what up? Arthur Andrew says, I can't afford to pass on this. Yes. What do you stand to lose by spending the $997 with the amount of information that you're just getting in a taste right here, but you're going to get in 6 modules? So you just sat here and listened to me go verbatim off the top of my head, talking off like freestyling like a rapper off the top of my head with solutions for this particular situation. What is the value of that information that you just got right there? Now take that, bottle it up, make it very specific, make it very focused, make it very sequential, give you activities and worksheets and workbooks and direction, and give you a homework. As you do the homework, it's going to build up who you're going to pitch, why you're pitching them, what you're going to say to them, what the deck is going to look like, what you're going to say on the call when you get the phone call. When they say, just send the thing to me, how to answer that rejection. When they say your price is too much, how to stand firm and be able to negotiate for the value that you deserve. All of these things, how much you think that's worth? Like, am I really asking you to spend $1,000, and are you really thinking that you will not get at least one $1,000 sponsorship, or even smaller? You think that if you spend $1,000 with me, with my credibility, my expertise, and track record, that you will not at least get two $500 sponsors? That's pennies. I'm not. Did you even hear me talk about I can get y'all $500 sponsors? I'm not trying to get y'all pay per post opportunities. I'm trying to get y'all multi-year deals. I'm trying to get you significant investment. I'm trying to get you at minimum. I can't imagine at minimum 5K. That's got to be like the bottom line minimum. So anyway, all that to say that I understand that not everybody has the money, but all I'm gonna say is this: if you take that same $1,000 and you can go put that into something else, some clothes, some fashion, some travel, and I get it, travel can be important, but I'm teaching you a repeatable process. This is a one-time thing. You learn how to ride this bike. You learn from me how to ride this bike. And yeah, you might fall. Yeah, the wheels will get a little wobbly. Yeah, you might skid your knee. It's a repeatable process. So, sponsorship is about repetition. Let me ask all of you a question.
Let us help you create
If you're going to do an event, if you're going to have a podcast, if you're going to have a video series, if you're building up your personal brand, are we really just all about trying to do it once and then be done? Is Chris really going to do this event in June or July and do it one time? Or is Chris going to be trying to do this every single year? Is this an annual thing? So, you're looking at a sponsorship right here with me and all these glasses, all this different eyewear, and you will continue to see this sign in every single video I do from Zenny, my eyewear sponsor, because I have a multi-year sponsorship deal with them. Because I always will have to wear glasses. So why not wear glasses from my eyewear brand that I like, that I appreciate, that I respect, that I think is a great fit for my audience, for my viewers, for my listeners, for my membership community, because the pricing starts at a level that I know my audience can handle. So I went to them with, let me solve some problems. Let me help you get an emerging market. Let me help you get entrepreneurs. Let me help you get men who normally don't think about wearing different frames, different types. But now you're telling me that you got prescription level glasses that start at $6.95, and a pair of glasses like these cost me like $23, where I used to pay $300 and $400 on some fashionable glasses. But I don't need to be flossing. See, certain people need to floss. Certain people need to spend money to look expensive for you to also be solidified in your mind that they are at a certain level. Now, look, I got a Cadillac. I'm not going to lie. There are certain things that I will floss on for me, right? But if I'm doing a sponsorship, I want to do a sponsorship that's relevant to my audience. If anybody in my audience has to wear eyewear, and I know I have to wear eyewear, why would I do a sponsorship deal with a company that charges $300 and $400 and $500 for a pair of glasses? But I know that it's not the most accessible thing for my audience. My audience is going to be more practical. Not that they ain't got the money. It's just that they're going to be more practical about it. So I found the brand, and we got to talking. The same process I share with Chris is kind of the same process I do with every single brand, and now we have a multi-year sponsorship. You're going to be seeing me changing my glasses. You're going to be seeing me doing more things with them. You're going to be seeing more posts. You're going to be seeing them integrated into the podcast, into the show. When we do our Never Settle event, which we are planning for 2022, you will more than likely see Zenny at the Never Settle event. So these aren't deals that are being done once, and you aren't creating events or content or ideas to do them just months, creating them so that you can have them happen recurring. Chris would love to be able to be the event that's going to be in the next 5 years, the go-to event that's covering mental health and wellness, hands down. So there's more to just selling the sponsorship and getting people to give you money to execute your idea. There's the relationship building part. There's the let me show you how well we fulfilled your contract. So there are a whole bunch of little things that I do to teach you how to show a report to a brand so that the brand is like, oh, wow. And you're like, yeah. So we're here to present a report. Look at all of the findings. Look at all of the impact. Look at how we exceeded these goals. The problems that you said you wanted us to address. Here's how we addressed them. Look at this picture. Look at this video clip. Listen to this testimony. Look at this stat. Look at this figure. But we did surveys. Look at what people said about Blue Cross Blue Shield. This is what we did. We showed FedEx Office how our viewership literally was saying things like, I'm no longer using UPS. How powerful do you think it was for FedEx Office to see comments that said, I'm no longer using UPS? My first choice will be FedEx Office. I got people that are in this chat right now that will probably tell you that they became Capital One card members because they saw the sponsorship that Capital One was having with me. There are literally people in this chat, because I know some of the names, that have opened up cards with that company. So my point is this: when you get, even after the end result, then you present to them, I would like to lock you in for the next 2 years. Look at all these results. Let's lock in now for the next 2 years. This event's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get better. And you get to get locked in early. Not your competitors, not somebody else that's now seeing how this is about to be. You, because you betted on me the first time. Got it? All right. Let me see what else we got in these comments. Let me scroll down. I'm way behind, so let me scroll down here. Chance the Rapper. Yes, thank you. I was way behind. Chance the Rapper. I don't know why I had a brain freeze on homie. The P-Dot show says I live here in Chicago, and now I want to do that. Yeah, look, all the Chicago, everybody, Southside, everybody's like, Chance, you idiot. The Biz Mixer. Don't forget the one-on-ones with you. Yes, you get the one-on-ones. When does the course start? The course literally starts when you actually pay the money. It's an on-demand course. The enrollment ends next Friday, the 21st. So what that means is the course will no longer be offered after next Friday. That's the deadline to enroll. If you enroll now, which is really smart, you will get a head start. Because not only will you get a head start, but if you enroll, I'll see that you've enrolled. I'll be reaching out to you personally, and then I'll be saying to you, hey, even though you enrolled and even though you can start now, you have access to me earlier than everybody else that's waiting till Thursday or Friday of next week to make this decision. So what that means is you're going to actually get some one-on-one or at minimum some additional group time with me prior to. So if you really wanted to say, okay, when is it? If you really wanted to kind of give it like a start date, I would say that Saturday the 22nd or Monday the 20, what is that, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 24th would be the start date. Like, that's the week that my twice a week office hours begin. So on that week, my twice a week office hours begin. But for anybody that enrolls early and is taking the course prior to that Monday, I'm going to be available for you. Because you bet on yourself early, you invested in yourself early, and you're ahead of the pack. So you get to go to the front of the room. That should give you some privileges. It is self-directed, but I will be leading you. You don't have to do like a module. It's not set like a module a week. It's not set like that. You will be done in 4 weeks. It's 6 modules, but you can be done sooner if you decided that you wanted to go hard on a 1 weekend. That would be a lot of work because there are activities that you need to do. But I think the fastest that you could probably complete the program if you gave it some consistent time, the fastest that you could probably get it done in is probably within a week. I would probably feel more comfortable saying 2 weeks.
Why does it keep getting bigger and smaller like that?
Easy pace, where it's not taking you 8 hours a day, where you can dip into the course for a nice, 30 minutes,
The subscribe.
You'll be done in 4 weeks with everything you need to have you out there pitching your ideas. So it's very clear. It's very clear. Yeah, Jen Jersey said, I think the cost breaks down to something stupid like $20 a day. So it's stupid cheap right now. Let's see. Bernie Lynn, I got nice things, but I could do better. Right. Bernie Lynn's at Warby Parker calls. Yeah, you missed out. No shade, no shade. Let's see, Southside Links. I need somebody to sponsor my glasses. They cost a fortune with my prescription. Zenny.com. They do not cost a fortune with prescription. I don't care if you got bifocals. Check them out. Check them out. Let me get back down in here. Just let me see if I missed anything. Captain, I don't know if you're still here, but good to see you.
I click on the notifications and I can't see them.
Where off the shelf? Is Catherine still in the building? Let's see if she's still here. I don't know if she's still here. I'm going to answer this question, but I can't tell. What's the latest shoe you've earned for yourself to wear off the shelf? All right, latest shoe that I've earned for myself that I can wear off the shelf. For those of you that do not know, if you know, I'm sorry that you're going to hear this again. This is what I call tangible affirmations. These are not just kicks because I love kicks. These are also goals. I can't wear certain shoes until certain things are accomplished. That's why some of the shoes have a little card beside them. This card, since you asked, what's the latest shoe that I've earned to wear, is the one for the new course. That's what that reads backwards. New course. So, being that this week was the launch week of a 7-month journey of launching the course, of making the course, I didn't just make this course in a month. We took our time. 7 months making this course. Now that we made the course, I can actually begin to wear these brand new, never been worn yet shoes that my brother and I made during Christmas together. We went online and made some shoes together. Look at that, NSC, Never Settle Club. The NSC, Never Settle Club, right there, baby. So those are the shoes I get to rock. Nike Air Pendletons, and I'm excited about. I'm excited about that because we hit the goal. So that means now when I wear those shoes, I feel like we accomplished something. So, great question. Thanks for being a student of my changeable affirmation game. We should have a graduation virtual event with alumni from the class. Oh. Yep. Screenshot. Hold it. Oh, man. Did I lose it? Wait. Where is it? Hold it. Okay, there it is. Screenshot. Thank you, Jen. Great idea. I mean, you do get a certificate. You will get a certificate because it's on the Teachable platform. So that's cool. But I love the virtual graduation, the virtual event for the alumni. We do have a private community that we will be launching in the next few days. And I think we're not just going to do a basic Facebook group for that, which I'm excited about because that means we're going to do something a little bit deeper and doper. So that's going to be nice. But yeah, I like that. Let's see. Smile. Yeah, Hector's got the Zenny glasses. He's like, I got him. Yeah, Hector made the move. He got him. All right, let's see. I can make my own shoes. Yes. Nike, forget what they call it. Nike ID. I think it's called Nike ID. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there are any other comments. My kicks are not sponsored. That's one I'm going to be working on soon. My kicks are not sponsored. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. So if anybody doesn't have any, is there anybody else that's in here that has a very specific question about sponsorship. If not, don't worry about it. And by the way, if any of you know someone that you think would actually benefit from this course, you could actually make money off of my course. So we can set you up with an affiliate link, which will then give you a percentage of the sale. So if that's something that's of interest to you, then you need to DM me, but really only DM me if you really know that you have some people that you would like to send a link to and that you think are really in a position that would really consider. I mean, this is for your time and for our time. Like, don't waste your time. Just chase it. If you really know that there are some people that you think would buy this type of course, that you could be influential in getting them to understand the value of this course, then you shouldn't just send them to getsponsorshipmoney.com. You should be DMing me. I will get you a coded link that's specific for you, and you will get a percentage. I believe you get like $99 for every sign that we get right now until the price goes higher. When the price goes higher, then you get like more like $200 to $300 for a sign up, even close to $400 in some cases. But at a minimum, you get like $99, close to $100 for a sign up. So if you know somebody, you should be DMing me to let me know. Okay. Is there any other? Let me just check the comments. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Tim Jersey, I was wondering if you decided to ask any sponsors to sponsor your courses. No, I did not. Great question. Not for this run. I wanted to. What I would like to do that I think might be interesting is possibly do a lighter version of this course that is sponsored. Something that's maybe, very basic, get you kind of started, but only costs you maybe $200 or something. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. You're hearing me think this out loud right now. The other idea that did cross my mind was that maybe we would get brands, if I could figure out why this would be important to a brand or how I can still solve a problem for a brand, if brands could provide scholarships. So if a brand was willing to pay $10K, then that, in this scenario, which is only this time, would mean like 10 people would be able to get the course. And they would have to go through some application process so that we could really vet what they're going to be a teacher and student and not waste the opportunity that someone else could have had. But I do see how scholarships could be potentially sponsored. But I still would have to think through the work that would be involved in accomplishing the goals for the brand. So, but yes, eventually you will see some sponsorship associated with that in the same way that these other pair of shoes I have yet to wear, and it's quite honestly starting to piss me off that I haven't been able to wear these yet, because now I'm into a year. I'm into a year with these shoes being in the house and not being able to be worn.
What are they for?
It's because I'm doing a book with my brother, and we've been not moving as aggressively as we were before. Life happens, things go on, but I need him and myself, but I need him to really move more aggressively so that we can get this book done, because I want to wear these daggone shoes. Nonetheless, I love you, Sean. You know it's all love, man. I want to get that book done. More for you than it is for me, because you're the DJ. All right, let me see if there's anything else. Go take a break so we can hear you fresh on Clubhouse. Yeah, I'm gonna go drink some tea right quick. And take. I got some herbal. I got these. They're like, we call them brain pills in the house because they are colored, but they're herbs for throat. So they're really good to avoid getting colds, sinus infections, and sore throat. So it's great herbal medicine. Official author Angie says, book launch or book tour for me to get sponsors. Okay, great question. I would definitely do the book tour first. The book tour first. But a sponsorship for the book is going to be brand new, a brand new idea. And there's not a lot of track record. And you're going to have some patience in order to get some brands to buy into that. Now, as I'm saying that, I'm saying because of the fact that it is unique and because it is new, there is still an opportunity that you could get some brands to sponsor the book. But if you forced me, if I were in your shoes and I had to pick, and the book is pretty much already produced, I would do a tour because brands understand what a book tour is. And quite honestly, you can charge enough money in the tour to help do anything for the production process that you still need money for. Because what I'm going to teach you is not just enough to cover the tour. So you're gonna go through the course and you're going to come out knowing exactly what your tour is going to cost you. And you're going to have some ideas on how to implement this tour. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, your tour is going to cost you $8,000 for you to put them, or $7,000 for you to put them. You want to travel to, let's just say it's 5 cities, and you need to try to keep it at like $1,200 per city. So it's like $6,000, $7,000, maybe it's $10,000 that you're spending on the tour. Now this is just for you to be able to show up in different spaces. Like if you do it all in New York, or if you do it in New York, New Jersey, and Boston, then you're talking about train service, and you're talking about driving. So there are other ways that you can cut costs. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, you end up doing a book tour, and it's going to cost you $8,000 to go on this book tour. There's no way in the world that you, number one, wouldn't be able to get that book tour at break-even cover. But you know that I'm not in the business of just having to get break-even. Now, I do say this in the course, and we talk about this. There are moments where it's okay for you to break even because there's a different goal in mind. So if you have a book tour, what is the ultimate goal that you have? The ultimate goal is to sell books and to get books in people's hands because you want them buying the book and you want them telling other people about them. So if that's the main goal is to get readers to the book, then in some cases you might say, Mario, it would be great to make a profit, but really I need to get these books out, and if I can get the $8,000 to fund this tour is going. Completely understand. I'm going to position you to make that decision yourself. That's the difference. You're not pitching to get break-even money. You're pitching for options so that you can do what's best for you. So what I would be teaching you is not only the sponsors that you're going to get aligned for this tour, but I would also probably share with you some insight on how you can be smart about getting venues, on how you can be smart about doing collaborations. And then what we would be thinking about is, well, who's going to come to your book? Who is the optimum reader? That's your client. So if your client is, and I believe it's mothers or parents and young kids, if those are your clients, okay, what are the brands that those clients buy? They buy everything from school supplies to clothes to nutrition and health. So there's all right. Let's also look at your book. What stories? What themes? What's a theme that's in your book? I think you've got things like I really am running vague right now, but I know it's about like having different communities of color coming together, togetherness, self-confidence. What are the themes? Do y'all hear how it's thinking goes? So it's like, oh, well, who else is boosting confidence? Oh, a brand like Zeddy is boosting confidence. Oh, how is that? Because when you have to wear eyewear, nobody wants to be cracked on about their glasses. You want to feel confident in your glasses. If you have a good pair of fresh glasses on, don't you feel better about yourself? If you can change into 3 different pair because maybe red goes with this outfit and blue goes with that one, aren't you more confident? Is your kid more confident that they don't have to get teased because they got glasses that represent their unique style, their flavor? Like, I'm already teaching you how you talk to a brand, but I know that Zenny is about also building people's confidence. It's not just about getting you eyewear. They know any company can give you a pair of glasses. What makes their glasses different? Well, the research, the questions that I ask, come to find out is confidence. Oh, well, who else does confidence? Oh, the people that fit your teeth. Confidence. Oh, why's that? Because people like that have their teeth straight. So that's a confidence builder. So, and I'm just throwing out ideas, right? This is random. This isn't even you in the course. I know you paid money. So I have to actually now be thinking throughout the day about other solutions for my students. My students are going to send me their questions as they're going through the program that are going to help refine their
His sound got a little worse.
so
Sorry.
get out in 4 weeks.
I told him.
Getting the road running. The fact that they're sending me those customized things, and the fact that I got to spend so much time with my students means all this free game ain't gonna be happening. All this free game You ain't gonna see me all on Clubhouse giving away all this free game when I got students I gotta attend to. I got primary customers now. They're getting that attention. And then when they graduate, you'll see me, I'll emerge like a damn groundhog. Like these damn cicadas. It won't take me 17 years. It'll take me 6 weeks. I'll emerge back up and be like, back again, ready for the next cohort. And oh, by the way, 10 of our students already got sponsorship deals. Y'all better get with it. Price is going up. So you're going to get, if any of that even just helps you in the least bit, and I'm super excited because I'm like, if any of that helped you in the least bit, I'm very careful about, I don't want to be that guy that's pushing people to spend money to make promises that I can't have happen. The market could change. People could clam up. It might not be the right time for a particular thing at this particular moment. But that's why we really sat and thought about, well, what are you teaching, Mario? Are you teaching people how to present something? Because if you're only teaching them how to present something, that something may not be ready for the market. The market may not be ready. The people may not be ready. The brand might not be ready. The person that even wants this thing done, she or he may not even really be ready for being true. So what do I need to teach? A process, a formula, a recipe, so that if you do need to pivot, you can do that. If you do need to tweak, you can do that. If you do need to make a sharp left turn, you can do that. The process doesn't change. The targets might, the economy might, but the process doesn't change. And so my updated formula gets you into the current way of pitching in a way that brands want to receive their pitches, not in the old way that brands are getting pitches consistently, which keeps showing up in the trash can. All right. Danny, what's up, man? I don't know if you're still in here, but what's up, man? Good to see you. Let me see if there's anything. Oh, the Green Film sponsor. Ladybug Cafe, gourmet hot sauce taste tour, or crowdfunding. Great question. Very good. Good question. I say both. I say both because if you have a gourmet hot sauce and you know that there's a market for this, and you know that one of the people will pre-order. So if you do decide to do crowdfunding, my number one tip for you to do crowdfunding is that you have to make sure that you have some family and some friends already lined up that have said yes to spending money on your campaign the minute it goes live. So in other words, you call your family and friends, relatives, and people in advance and be like, look, how many hot sauce orders are you going to do? You're doing 2? All right, Cousin Bill, you doing 3? Auntie, how many are you doing? You doing 1? Okay, nephew, yeah, I know you're 9. You're buying a hot sauce. You're buying 1? Yes, with your Girl Scout money? Absolutely you are. That's right, you're buying 1. I don't care that you're 9. I don't care. No, get it from your mom. You're buying a hot sauce. All right, so you're going to go around the family, and you're going to have people be lined up, and then you're going to call them and send them a text and be like, it went live, go. Because when people will give you money when they see others giving you money. Nobody wants to be the first person to fund a crowdfunding. So if you are going to do crowdfunding, that's my number one gold gem right there. Make sure that you line up some of your family members and friends, employees, peers, to be your first pre-orders, so that when the general public now comes to your crowdfund, because you're talking about it in social media and you're posting about it and you're promoting it, they already see, oh wow, there's $300. Oh, people have already spent money on hot sauce. Like, this hot sauce must be good. It's in demand. So that's a part of how you can create that. Okay. I would do both though. I would also get a sponsorship for your tour, because your tour is something that you can easily connect. And here's what I would do with your tour. You could do 2 options. One, you could do your solo pop-up tour. Then you would have a hot sauce pop-up tour. What you're going to do is you're going to do like a hot sauce tasting. And it's not just a tasting. You're going to make it a challenge, and you're going to make it a competition. And almost like maybe even like that Hot Ones show that's out. But you're going to have different hot sauces, and you're going to have a battle in it. You're going to have people in it. So you have these pop-ups. That pop-up situation could be sponsored because you're going to have people showing up that want to participate, and that means a brand is going to be exposed. Now, what type of sponsor makes sense to be associated with hot sauce? Oh, I don't know. What's the food that hot sauce goes with? You tell me. What's the food that hot sauce goes with? Oh, did I hear a company's name with chicken? Did I just hear that we should get a wing sponsor? Did I just hear that we should get somebody that does nachos and chips? Huh? Right? No brainer. The other thing that you could do is be a plug-in, and this is a really smooth move when you don't have resources, connections, and networks. You have such a unique product with your hot dogs that you could actually offer yourself up as a moment in somebody else's conference, in someone else's event. So what that would look like is instead of you going to sponsors first, you can do this both ways. You could go to sponsors first. But what I'm getting at is you're going to ride the coattails of somebody else's event, but you're going to bring some programming to their event that they're going to like. So you're going to be like, I see that you have this health fair going on. I see that you got this food conference happening, or I see that you got this food truck festival going on. I would like to be able to present my hot sauce in that space. But check this out. I have a brand that's sponsoring me called Tostitos, and I'm going to give you 25% cut from the sponsorship deal that I get with them. But I need to be able to tell them that I'm going to be at this event. And then what I need from you, event organizer, is I need all your marketing materials. All the marketing materials that you use to try to go out and get sponsors, give me that stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a sponsor that's going to pay for my situation, but we're also going to give you a portion of that. So if you can come to an existing event organizer or an event planner and say, I'm coming with potential money, because normally what happens is, well, just buy a vendor space. Just buy a booth. And you might figure that the booth space is so inexpensive that it's fine for you to do that. But here's what I would do. If the booth space is cheap and you get the booth space, still get a sponsor. Still get a sponsor. If it's cheaper to get the boot space, it's your boot space. I don't know, like, what am I saying? And you're like, Just because you have the never settle pocket affirmations with you at any time, so that you can be reminded that you are in charge of your thoughts, and I do not answering the purpose that's calling. Right? This is one of my favorites. I get to choose the energy I bring to the day. You don't get to choose that. You don't get to dictate that. We don't get to do that. Life is a series of bad moments, not bad days. All right? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Thanks for all the great advice. Simply Plants. Already got some ideas popping in my head now. Good to hear. Jen Church said, wow, that makes me want to buy sets to leave around for someone to find and bless their day. That's nice. Oh, look what I found. That's never settle. Affirmations. What is that? I am resilient, so I keep trying. I'm attracting abundance into my life. Yes, I want some of that. What's a different one here? I am blessed and talented. You're damn right. I am confident in my ability to fill in the blank. I am confident in my ability to fill in the blank. By the way, these aren't just phrases that are thrown together on cards. These are the process of affirmations. In order to do them effectively, require 3 essential elements. Element number 1 is that it has to be an affirmative statement. Many people make affirmations wrong. They say things like, I will become wealthy, or I will get out of this situation, or I will get a better relationship. The I will is not in the present, and that's why you're still thinking it's going to happen later. So therefore, it's not an actual affirmation. It's really more of a prediction. It's really more of a wish, because you're talking about something in the future. What you have to do is make it affirmative. I am deserving of a good relationship. I am working on making myself a better person. I am. It's like that. And the problem is a lot of people don't want to do it because it's like, I am a best-selling author. And you're like, well, no, I'm not, because I don't have my book out yet. Well, okay. But if you keep telling yourself, I will be a best-selling author, maybe. But will is a maybe. You're just wishing on it. Why don't you make moves now like you are a best-selling author? I am a best-selling author. That's what you tell yourself every single day, because that's what you're working on every single day. So you move differently when you talk to yourself affirmatively, number 1. Number 2, the affirmations have to be in the present tense, not in the past, not in the future. So I had someone challenge me, and they were just like, they weren't nasty about it, but they were just like really trying to figure it out. They were just like, well, how do I tell myself that to stop drinking? Because the third thing that I said was, it's got to be positive. It can't be negative. So they're like, well, how do I tell myself to stop drinking? I want to tell myself, stop drinking. And I'm saying, no, what you're telling yourself is a negative. You're telling yourself what you need to stop doing. And you're going on the defense. You're not going on the offense. So you're constantly having to play in reaction mode. You're constantly telling yourself to react to, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. As opposed to changing it to saying, I am in control of the healthy decisions that I make in my life. I am in control of what I put in my body. That's a completely different way to get into the affirmative, to get into the present, to accomplish the same goal. But you don't have to bring up the thing that's causing you pain. You just need to be able to understand how to talk about it in the present tense, how to talk about it affirmatively, and then be able to use it in a positive way. That's the reinforcement. That's how it works. Simply Plans loves, I am creative, abundant, and resourceful. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'm good. I'm so glad y'all enjoyed this. For those of you that think that you really do have people that you think can afford to spend the $997, and you would like to potentially make money for yourself because you're making a referral to someone that will buy the course, serious increase only. Make sure that you DM me. and we will spend the time to create a link and get that to you so that we can track your sales. So that if you do get people that do convert, you will be notified, and there's a whole dashboard. It's all electronic. It's no trickery. You'll know exactly what you'll get paid. You actually get an account on the Teachable site, and you can actually see what your actual earnings are, what your payout is going to be, how much you've generated, and when you can expect payment. So it's all built into the platform. So, but I only want to really do serious inquiries because our staff is already pulled very thin on all the other things that we have to do to try to make this course successful for the students and for the launch. And it takes time away from some of those things in order for us to get these affiliate links out. So I want to just make sure that you're really thinking through that you have somebody. So DM me if you really do think you have some people that will buy the course and you would like to refer them to. Other than that, I'm going to bounce. I appreciate everybody that's been here. At a minimum, tell people about the course. Tell them to go to getsponsorshipmoney.com. There will be a free video masterclass that's going down Friday. It's a webinar that's going to be good because we're actually going to show some slides and we're going to show some things about the actual course so people will be able to kind of get a peek under the hood and really see some of the things that are happening in the course, which I'm excited about showing. Shout out to Karen. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out, these are students that have already purchased. Shout out to author Angie, who says she's buying tomorrow. Shout out to Dr. Bob, who's got Galen coming on board. He's an affiliate. He found somebody. I should probably have a little roll call and do some shout outs to people that are coming on board. But I'm sending a person DMs. They come on board. All right, y'all.
Okay.
So I'm going to go take a break.
All right, you can't hear, it doesn't let you hear the last part. Brands are spending money. They're looking for all types of ideas. 3 tips to get 5-figure sponsorship deals, 6 p.m. Eastern, Instagram Live. Apparently, podcasters, influencers, coaches, entrepreneurs, event planners, personal brands, content creators, and so many others don't miss out. Get these 3 tips and ask me how you can get access to this funding source of money. All right, well, that's what I was just on. Now, I have a call that started 41 minutes ago, so I'm going to hang this up, and I will be back maybe in 20 minutes. Bye. Thank you for joining.